Hello and welcome, brothers. Welcome to this unboxing. This is a Warhammer 40,000 Wall of Martyrs Vengeance Weapon Battery. It's new for July and August 2013. It's basically scenery. You get these two guns platforms in here, or weapon batteries. One of these will cost you about £30. It's okay. I think it'll be fine on the table, as you can either use them in apocalyptic games, or what I probably will do is just have them there as scenery, not as a bit of cover and things. So we're going to open this box up using a Spyderco. Now, I have been looking at a load of Games Workshop products and things, and I do say made in China, but you know what? It doesn't really faze me that much anymore. A lot of their products are made in China now. I think all their paints are still made in the UK, but I've looked at some some toys in the garage that I used to have, and there's so many that were made in China. So many. So I don't think it's much of a big deal anymore, but I think the big deal comes from the copyright issues and all those things that they have. But anyway, let's open this. So if you haven't seen Templars Crusades View, bit of a shout out, go and have a look at his video right now. It's always good when there's more than one of the same kind of video of a review, because you get people's different opinions and things, and you get different perspectives. So this is my kind of perspective, and you get these bags with the parts in. Plastic bags can be dangerous. To avoid danger of suffocation, keep this bag away from babies and children. And then it's got it in lots of different writing. Very important. This is one of the guns in here. It's very strange because it looks like they were on a sprue and then they've been cut off a sprue, and that, when it's not in your hands, that can be quite not dangerous, but it can be quite risky, because as you can see there is a, and this is just one that I've just taken out. You just saw me take it out. One that's obviously been cut out, and there's a small hole there already, and I'm going to have to go through all of these and cut these, shave them. You're still going to have to take the mould lines off, so it takes the process away, but it takes it out of your own hands. It's up to you whether you think that's a good thing. But it looks to me like they're already on a sprue, and either a machine or people have been cutting them off sprues and then just putting them in the bags. So here are all the bits in here. So I take it that you've got, are they exactly the same? Yeah, they must be. So I'm not going to take too many of the items out, but basically you've got one bag with the gun options and things for one of the weapon batteries, and they both look exactly the same. Not many gothic pieces on there, and then you've got another bag to go with the other one. So there you go. You've got your two weapon batteries and your bags, and you've got your rules. I don't know why they're doing this now, putting all the rules and things. I better not show too many rules, because GW will get me for that. But basically, they're now doing this. Do you guys think it's a good thing? I don't think it's a good thing. I think it's lazy, to be honest. Why didn't they have this in the book? You pay £45 for a book or more, and the rules for a certain product isn't even in the expensive book. You now have to carry this around with you in addition to your big heavy rule book. It would be cool if they completely changed it and had these things in every single one of their box sets from now on, but I know that they won't. because they like to add fluff to all of these rules and data sheets and things, and sell that to you in a hardback book, which is fine because I love the fluff and I love the stories and things, and I like it in a book, but I like going to one place for my rules and things. I don't like having to go, oh, Vengeance Weapon Battery, I would like to take one of them, but where are the rules? Ah, that's right, they're under my paints at home or something. You know, you guys have your opinions on it. It's nice that they included it, because otherwise how on earth would we know what they were, what the points were and things? But it just should have been in the book. Should have. It's an apocalypse book, so the apocalypse scenery should be in the apocalypse book. If it's not, then, well, I try not to be too negative. But here are the instructions. You've got the Punisher Gatling cannon, you've got the battle cannon, you've got an explanation of symbols as well. So, very straightforward. You will need all of these tools. You don't need to have Citadel everything though. And here are all of the phases and things. Seems very straightforward. Build base, build big gun turret, put gun turret on base. Pretty simple. Add to your board, add to your Wall of Martyrs. So there we have it, the Wall of Martyrs Vengeance Weapon Battery. You got these rules, you got a couple of bags of plastic and a couple of feet, I suppose, and that's what you get for your money. Join me in part 2 when I will have assembled these and you can see what they actually look like, and I might even have a size comparison with a little miniature. Stay tuned. And we're back. Welcome to part 2. I've built these two pieces of scenery, the two Vengeance Weapon Batteries. I've built them kind of as they are on the box. I'm not too fussed about their weapons. They have this automated sentry rule, which basically means that they shoot with ballistic skill 2, I believe, which is 5+. I think you'd find. This one has the Punisher cannon, I think it is, and this one just has a battle cannon. I didn't have too many problems with these. The newer scenery models, all of these Apocalypse and Wall of Martyr things are made in China, and it's a little bit different because they don't come on the sprues as normal scenery pieces do anymore. And what that means is it means that their pieces come in bags that were obviously clipped off sprues or whatever to start with, and obviously that means that there are places where the clipping or removal of the sprues has resulted in pits into the parts. Now, the overall, that's going to take you longer to clean them up than clipping them off the sprues. So in future, GW, if you listen, or whoever makes these, it's much better just for them to come in sprues, because the user at the end of the day will spend longer cleaning them up. The larger pieces aren't too bad, but of all the smaller pieces, I had to really file down the pits, and obviously that can change the outlook of the model overall, and it gives less control to the user of clipping the parts off the sprues themselves and then, you know, cleaning them up with a knife, which is, if the more experience you get at it, the better you become at it. Okay, but anyway, enough about that. They were really easy pieces of scenery to assemble. I did them in 3 parts. First part, I put the gothic kind of pieces round, then I put these supports round, and then I made the turret. Now this turret, I don't know what it was. Maybe it's the build quality or something, or the manufacturing process. But I managed to put this gun turret into their quite easily so that it can move up and down. I'm not sure what this part is here. I would have thought that was something to do with heat compensation or recoil or something like that. However, because it's not directly affixed to the gun, I didn't drill the holes out, and I'm not going to. So I just assume it's part of the support for the weapon rather than a heat sink, I suppose. But it does look a little bit like a exhaust or anything anyway, doesn't it? But I'm going to leave it as it is, even though I know that they don't normally, you know, drill out holes in a lot of their models anyway. So that's what the Punisher cannon kind of looks like. I think it's called a Punisher cannon. You can move it around. This one goes up and down. However, the manufacturing process of this one didn't allow me to do that, to move the turret up and down. I think the maths were a bit off when they made this one, but your one may be completely different. You may be lucky and you may get two that are completely movable, posable. So I just glued that one into place at a decent enough height. But anyway, those people that are wizards with magnets and things, you could just magnetize them, not a problem. And you know, but you do get 4 turrets, so you can, if you wish, magnetize them in there. You can have all 4 different options if you wanted. Or sorry, 2 of the same of each of the 2 types. So yeah, that's 4 in total. But I'm quite happy with them. I like them. Size wise, here's a little, I say little, here's a kind of 7-foot Space Marine. So that's how they stack up. It's they're decent sizes, but for £30, considering the ease of manufacturing these 2 things and the amount of plastic that they've used, I think that is very expensive, to be honest. It's more expensive than normal, considering that double up on this for £60 and then add another tenner, you can get a Fortress of Redemption, and one of those is huge if ever you've seen one in the flesh, and that takes you a lot longer to make, and it's just a huge, you know, much larger piece of plastic, and that comes on sprues, so you don't have any of the issues that I mentioned. So yes, I do think it's expensive, and you may say, well, these are more usable, you can use these as guns and things, but the Fortress of Redemption itself has a massive Icarus las cannon, and it has all those missiles as well, and all the heavy bolters around it. So actually, and it's a fortress, so actually I don't know whether that's even worth a debate over the usefulness in a game, but I like these. I think they're good pieces of scenery. I'm going to use them mainly for scenery rather than, you know, a function, because I do think that they work well as kind of weapon batteries, and they will look good on the table just as cover as well. They don't offer that much cover, but they kind of fit the whole feel and a theme to a battle or something like that. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. I will always, if I get any models or scenery or anything, I will always try and, well, I'll do the unboxing in the part 1 of the same video, and in the part 2 I will show you the finished product. I may or may not have them sprayed or painted, but I will definitely have them assembled with size comparisons and things. And if you like that kind of format, please do make a comment in the section below. Thank you very much for watching today. The Emperor protects.